Josh and I are here talking about tie-down straps, and specifically...
These are shock straps.
These are called shock, the name of them is shock strap. And the reason they're called shock strap, it's all about this guy right here, right?
Yes.
And the whole idea is, so tie-down strap, right? You got a regular tie-down strap. They work great on most stuff. You're hauling a pallet of concrete blocks, they're great. Problem is, if you're hauling something with a suspension, a car, an ATV, a snowmobile or something,
any movement
up and down, well, your straps get loose. Well, with this, they don't. That absorbs and it stays tight. Mm-hmm. So, and it's got an extra band, which...
Yeah, so this is the breakaway band. So what happens if this ever gave and you had a large load, it would pick up on this strap here, so it couldn't. You would know that it broke, it got worn out. But they've done so much development and research and extensive testing with these. They're not running into these issues with that, so that's really cool.
It's also a safety feature, because what they don't want, it's a limiter, and the big one, right? So you're not putting tons of pressure that something could snap back at you.
It'd be like taking a bungee and pulling it, letting
so
it go rubber band.
They don't want you stretching it, because these things are incredibly powerful.
No, Mark's got a point on that. So we actually we took these up. We ran them up to Canada, so I would say 1,500 miles each way.
Across the border, legally? Or
yeah, we did.
Them across the border?
Snowmobiling, remember?
Yeah.
So we got them up there, we strapped them down, and something I love about the shock strap that's really cool is when we put our snowmobiles down, they make different sizes in these.
Yeah,
these are
like for a car, right?
Yeah, so I use the one size under, but when we tighten those down, that shock strap's there, when our sleds are in the trailers and bouncing, the compression allows it to flex right here. So what we used to get before not using these is we get dents in the bumper because there was no give. Right. So when the sled would slide a little forward, it'd rip on it. Well, now that it has that little give, our sleds in the trailer slide. If we hit the brakes or we're taking off, getting on the highway, they don't have that full, you know what I mean?
Yep.
That full,
I know exactly what you mean.
give in it, and then it puts the dents in our bumpers. So.
Another thing I like about these, it has, sometimes you have a post to strap on, you can't get on, so they make a loop right here that you can actually loop through.
As well this side too?
Yeah, so you can hook through.
Loop.
This is just a well-designed.
Also, and that's for no marring too, which I like. So you can put it around something
without
and then it won't.
You don't. Up.
Yes, you don't have the hook digging into it and marring it up.
And this is the one. I think that this is they call the strap. The strap is a 5,000-pound strap. The whole assembly, I believe, is a 4,600 pound.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a heavy duty. It's really a well-designed. It's they're not cheap. They're going to cost more than those chintzy ones you buy.
Yeah.
This one here, the 9-footer, I think is $40, and they make a 9, an 18, and a 32, I believe, in this size, a 2-inch. Yep. And there's various sizes for various loads.
So when I actually called these guys to reach out to them to test their product, I actually talked to the owner, and he actually recommended this, which is Fred. But so when he actually recommended buy a longer one if you want one to the length that you're going to use, and you can cut it and then cauterize the end of it,
to burn the next.
And then you have your own length, because sometimes you want a 13 or a 14 footer. There's no problem with
if it goes up to 32, that's a lot of option.
No, it is. But if you want something in the middle, like if a 30,
no, I get it, absolutely.
It's not meeting your size.
Because having extra, it's a pain to have extra. Yeah. And usually, if you're tying something down, you're tying the same thing, right? So, nope, big fans of the shock strap.
Great job.
Yep. These don't look like they've been used.
Well, these ones, I took all the other ones. I know. I probably should have brought these